and welcome to TVC Primetime News. This is TVC News Hour, and I am Blessing it host of the top stories. The second phase of the trial of former Chadian dictator Hissen Habre will begin in days. He will be tried for atrocities committed during the 1980s. The Nigerian government has announced new policies in the agricultural sector meant to boost massive investments in dry season farming and reduce constant clashes between farmers and herdsmen. Hello again and welcome. This is TVC News. I am Blessing it host of the top stories. Well, anti-AIDS campaigners have held an awareness program in Abuja for young people as part of activities to mark this year's World AIDS Day. They say it would help to reduce the spread of the virus, which is one of the leading causes of death. TVC News' Sifon Essien has more. Well, the All Progressives Congress APC believes that Nigeria can organize truly free, fair, credible and transparent elections if the recent comments by INEC Chairman Atahiru Jega reflect the thinking of the Electoral Commission. Now, Chuck Hagel has resigned as U.S. Defense Secretary after less than 2 years in the top military post. President Barack Obama confirmed his resignation and paid tribute to him.
Inside the court, and as you can see behind me as well, and we'll bring you the very latest throughout today.
Marcel, before you go, tell us the likely implication of the EFF's quest that President Zuma admits that he actually breached his oath of office. We're now joined in the studio by securities and political analyst Kelechi Obiakwata. We also have on the phone from Addis Ababa the African Union Commissioner for Peace and Security, Ambassador Smile Chegui. I'll start with you, Mr. Chegui. Thank you for joining us on the news. What new level of progress can we expect from this renewed commitments?
Thank you very much. I think
David, many thanks to you for joining us on TVC News Hour.
My pleasure as always.
What kind of business is the government advising these poor Nigerians to go into with 5,000 naira?
My solution to the problem would be that...
Are we expecting in the coming days Kenyans to call on President Uhuru Kenyatta to resign? Joe, thank you for coming on TVC News. Now, the DSS has accused APC of using the facility for cloning INEC permanent voters' cards and hacking into INEC's database. What's your reaction to this? Okay, let's leave it there for now and wait to see what further lacuna the lawyers might want to explore. Now, preparing vegetables in a quiet Khartoum neighborhood, a pharmacist hopes to serve up the first cookbook to bring Sudanese cuisine to the rest of the world. Hello and welcome to Africa Today. I'm Blessing Idahosa. Now, a typical evening in any major African city would usually include a beautiful skyline, a breath of fresh air, roadside music, plus an impressive cityscape with bright lights. What can people like you, who may have witnessed the robbery, or you who is genuinely concerned about those that lost their lives, begin to do in Africa to bring attention and make sure these criminal incidents are checked?
First and foremost, the state.
Is this medicine after death? Is South Africa focusing on only crimes that come into limelight?
Basically, if you look at the history, before it gets to the level it is.
Okay, quickly let me bring in Dr. Jendele Humbo, who is joining me on phone. Dr. Humbo, thank you indeed for your time. Now, most people attest to the fact that the crime rate in South Africa is alarming, but others believe some of these figures could be misleading. How would you react to this? Mr. Liberos Oshoma, for joining us in Africa Today. Now, looking at the rate of crime and level of insecurity in parts of the continent, many say there has never been a better time to talk about the youths, especially when the number of people aged between 12 and 24 is more than 1 billion. If anything, recent events in South Africa should be a wake-up call to leaders on the continent, acting as a springboard to address the root causes of criminal activities beyond launching investigations and making arrests. That's our show for today. But don't forget, you can follow us and join the conversation on Twitter at TVC Africa Today. On behalf of the team, I'm Blessing Idahosa. And as always, remember, this is Africa. I'm Blessing Idahosa. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.